Eccoci qua. Allora, sto testando il chatterbot. Magari parlo in inglese così dopo posso mandare questo video anche a qualche amico inglese. So I'm in the process of testing chatterbot, which is this framework that was developed by Gunter Cox, and it has very simple examples that you can replicate. So I just cloned this and then I wrote my own Python script. I import chatterbot, I create the chatterbot, then it's not a read-only chatterbot, so it can be trained during operation. It has a database and it receives input and output from the terminal. And then I train the chatterbot using a chatterbot corpus trainer in English. And then finally I start interacting with the chatterbot, and inside this loop, which is never ending, I just put in this input statement, and then the chatterbot asks me, do I know the response or not? So it tells me, is this a coherent response? And I can tell yes or no. If I tell yes, the chatbot is going to remember that response. If I tell no, then the chatbot is going to ask me to teach him the answer, and I'm going to teach him the proper answer, and it's going to remember. So this is like a script by which you can train the chatbot to do what you want. So I'm going to test it now. I already put it on GitHub. So you just have to do, you have to enter the chatbot folder, and then here there is a script called chatterbot terminal.py, and you just do python chatterbot terminal.py. Okay, now it's giving me an error because I didn't install chatterbot, so I have to activate the environment in which I have chatterbot. For me it is this TensorFlow environment which I'm using to develop the chatbot terminal. So now, as you can see, it started training on these YML files of questions and answers, so it's learning stuff about computers, some conversations, and yeah, it's learning what it needs to know to be able to interact properly. Some humor, some history, some greetings, some literature, some money, and so on. So it's quite good. You can define your own YML files to train it as well. And now it's interacting. So I already put some answers. So if I write what is my name, as you can see, I told Booba, and it's saying, is Booba a coherent response to what is my name? And I can say no. So teach me the answer. I say my name is Stefano, and it says thanks, I will remember that your name is Stefano. So if I now do what is my name, it's gonna know that Stefano is the answer. And if I do, you see there are many things you can do. I can ask what is my age, and his guess is going to be 25, which is correct. So I say yes, and he knows it's 25. And then I can say something else like, do you like music? And it doesn't know. I'm sorry, I don't understand. So I say no, you don't know. So yes, I like many types of music, especially blues. I don't know. And now it knows the answer. So, and so on and so forth. So this is like a training, and then once you are satisfied with your training, you can just Ctrl C, and everything is going to be stored in a database called chatterbot database, which is somewhere inside here. Here it is. So it's like a small database right now, but it's growing. And then if we want to turn off the training, I can do something like I can comment out all of this, see, and that is gonna create a useful, I guess, at least it's gonna create a useful, there must be no else. Yes, so here what's gonna happen is I get the input, I process the input with the chatbot, and I get the output. So this should be faster, and there is no training involved. So here I can rerun the chatbot. Okay, I don't know why, but yeah, I forgot that I'm training it again. So I don't know if it's a good idea, but hopefully it's gonna work. Maybe I should just have a training script and then customizing script, and finally a test script in which you just run the chatbot, and the chatbot can only answer without learning new things. But for now, this is good enough. It's just to show the functionality of chatterbot. So let's see how it performs. Hello. Okay, now it's giving me, yeah, of course. There is a problem because right now I'm using text here. I forgot this, yeah. So I need to change something, I guess. I can do statement and text instead of, or maybe I can change text to response. So I'm gonna use response. Sorry for this, guys, I didn't. So here I'm gonna add a response, and everything is gonna be related to response and not text. Teach me the answer. Yes, this should be good. So if I try again, it's gonna perform this training phase, which I should try to freeze, like to learn, so I don't have to do it every time. But let's just be patient and see how it goes. Of course, I uploaded this script on GitHub. I'm gonna fix it a little, and then I'm gonna push again. So with this script, you're gonna be able to train, customize, or test chatterbot. And the idea is that now we have to take chatterbot and put it inside Facebook Messenger or something like that. Let's see if it works now. Yes. Hello chatterbot, how are you doing? He's doing well. So, do you like music? See, he likes blues music. And tell me a short story. He doesn't understand the story, so okay, just where do you live? Something like that. This personal question should have no answer, so do you like sports? Who won the gold medal in the 2008 Olympics? See, it has a lot of problems, so it has to be trained better, but the nice thing is that it can remember everything. So it remembers that my name is Stefano and that my age is 25. So I think this is a very good starting point for us. So I'm just gonna push this, clean up the code a bit, and everybody can use it.